Making sure that the selection tool is still active, click and drag over both shapes. The selection will now contain two shapes. Use the shortcut Ctrl-G on Windows, that's Command-G on a Mac, to group your two shapes into one single selection. Now, when you select one shape, both will be automatically selected. When you move the selection, the group will move together. With your group selected, use the shortcut Ctrl-C on Windows, that's Command-C on a Mac, to make a copy. Then, press Ctrl-F on Windows or Command-F on a Mac to paste the copy in front, just like so. We have just created a copy of your leaves group. To ungroup and modify each item individually, use the shortcut Shift-Ctrl-G on Windows, that's Shift-Command-G on a Mac, or if you would like to keep the group, press Ctrl-Z on a Windows, that's Command-Z on a Mac, to undo. Then, head to the toolbar and click and hold on the Direct Selection tool to reveal the Group Selection tool. The Group Selection tool will allow you to retain your current grouping arrangements while still being able to select individual objects with a click of a mouse. You can also quickly switch between the Direct Selection tool and the Group Selection tool by pressing the letter A on your keyboard to access the Direct Selection tool. Hold Alt on Windows, Option on a Mac, and you will see a little plus sign appearing next to the white arrow, which means that your Group Selection tool is now active and ready for you to use. Let's try it out. Click on any shape belonging to a group, and you will be able to select each individual element and modify it, rotate it without ungrouping it. I'm going to change the shape of the leaf by erasing some of these anchor points. With your shape selected, press the P key on your keyboard and simply hover onto the anchor points until you see a minus symbol appearing next to the pen tool icon. Click once on one of the anchor points to delete it. The shape path will remain intact. You can also add more anchor points by hovering over the path until you see a plus sign appearing next to the pen tool. Then click once on the path to add the point. Next, press the A key on your keyboard to switch back into the Direct Selection tool. You can now change the position of your anchor points and create a leaf that looks different than the original one. I'm going to do the same with the other leaf. Another way to access an element that belongs to a group is to double-click on the selection to enter the isolation mode. To exit the isolation mode, click on the left pointing arrow on the top of your document. When you make changes to your design, like we just did, don't forget to save your file. To do so, use the shortcut Ctrl-S on Windows or Command-S on a Mac. And now let's move to the next step.